Namaste, everyone. So once again, I'm here. Good morning, and to all of you who are in the US or countries that have the morning, and good evening to all of you who are joining us from India. Looks like Acharya ji is delayed by a couple of minutes, but we can just go ahead and wait for him. Let me just, I think he's here. Namaste, Acharya ji. Welcome. You're on mute.
Namaste, Pragya ji. How are you?
We can quickly, would you like to start the webinar with a quick shloka, prayer, something?
Yes,
I
if it
can.
is the time to start, we can
Yes,
start.
it is. We are actually at the starting point. You can.
Okay. So, namaste and welcome, everyone. Let us start this webinar by invoking Lord Shiva and Mahavishnu. Ganga Taranga Ramani Jata Kalapam Gauri Nirantara Vibhushita Vamabhagam नारायणप्रियमनङ्गमदापहारम् वाराणसीपुरपतिं भज विश्वनाथम् उद्यदादित्यसङ्काशं पीतवाससमच्युतं शङ्खचक्रगदापाणिं ध्याये लक्ष्मीं पतिं हरिं नमस्ते शारदे देवी काश्मीरपुरवासिनीम् त्वामहं प्रार्थये नित्यं विद्यादानं तु देहि मे. Namaste everyone. The shlok says Udyada Aditya Sankasham, meaning Lord Vishnu is looking like a rising sun. Pitavasa Samachyutam, wearing the yellow clothing, holding a conch, a chakra, a mace, and a lotus in hand. Shankha Chakra Gada Hastim. Mahavishnum Namamyam. We invoke and invite Lord Vishnu into this talk, into this webinar. We can start, Pragya ji.
Thank you, Acharya ji. This was lovely. A good way to start the webinar. So now I'll quickly give a brief introduction and we can begin the webinar. So all of you who are with us today, thank you for taking some time out. And today we are going to talk about the course that Acharya Mrityunjay Trivedi ji is going to offer in the summer quarter, which is Vishnu Sahasranama. And he hails from Uttar Pradesh in India and holds a Master's of Theology in Dharma Shastra from Sampurnanand Sanskrit University, Varanasi. He is a former student of Sri Rawatpur Sarkar Sanskrit Gurukul, where his love and passion for Sanskrit language and scriptures got initiated. He has learned Vedas, especially Yajurveda, astrology, philosophy, and Karma, and is proficient in Hindu scriptures such as Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavatam, and Upanishads. He is a practicing priest and he conducts pujas and rituals and has innate interest in giving pravachans on scriptural topics. He is currently the resident priest at the Hindu Temple of Antelope Valley in California. He is extremely passionate about teaching, and that is what he does. He not only teaches at HUA, but he conducts weekly classes teaching Sanskrit, ancient scriptures, Shlokas, chanting, and Vedic hymns. And his focus in teaching is geared to understanding the meaning, the context, and real-life application of the scriptural materials taught. And his fluency in, all of you already heard it, he is extremely fluent in Sanskrit, Hindi, and English, and which makes him a very good teacher for even those who are not really fluent in Sanskrit. So we will be talking about his course, Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram, and over to you, Acharya ji. And in any questions, please put it in the Q&A box after he's done with his presentation, we will either open up the webinar for discussions. We can invite all of you to be a panelist and we can discuss whatever questions you have, or we will answer all your questions. Over to you, Acharya ji.
Thank you so much, Pragya ji, for introduction. And thank you all of you to joining this webinar on spending your precious time with us and trying to know about Lord Mahavishnu. This webinar is based on our current course. So I had some previous time booked, so the course actually starts from tomorrow. So if you make a decision to join, you have to be very quick after the webinar so that faculty, the learning management system can process everyone. So once again, namaste and welcome. I'm going to share my screen. I have a small presentation on Vishnu Sahasranam. I'll do that quickly, and then I would like to welcome the questions and inquiries if someone has. Can you see my screen, Pragya ji?
Yes.
Okay. So as our Vishnu Sahasranam is very widely practiced in India, even out of India. Every temple, every household, they wake up with these hymns and listening with Vishnu Sahasranam, Shuklam, Bharadharam, Vishnum, Shashivaranam, Chaturbhujam, Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet, Sarva Vigno Prashantayet, and so on and so forth. So let us understand the title first. Lord Vishnu, as the Dhyana Shlok I recited, Udyadaditya Sankasham Pitavasa Samachyutam Shankh Chakra Gada Panim Dhyaye Lakshmi Patim Harim. We invite and invoke Lord Vishnu. The title of the course or the book itself is Vishnu, Sahasra and Nam. When we break it, these three main, we can break it into three. First is Vishnu, second is Sahasra, and third is Nam. So what does Vishnu means? So Vishnu's word comes Vislari Dhato, which means the root word of the Vishnu is Vislari Vyapto. Vyapto meaning which who pervades everywhere, who is omniscient. That is Vishnu. Or Vishnu is the one who has the responsibility of the maintenance of the universe. As we know, the Brahmaji and the Vishnuji and Shivaji. So as Brahma being creator, Vishnu is being maintainer, and then Shiva is being destruction. These are the three main trinity of our Hinduism. Being maintainer, I believe Lord Vishnu has a lot of things to do, because if someone creates something and someone in something in between the period of time which we live, the main thing is to maintain the life, the journey, the nourishment, the bal, buddhi, vidya, tushti, pushti, santushti. So all that Vishnu Bhagwan does. Not only he does at once over the period of time, whenever, as he promises Arjun during the Gita, that yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanyam sarjamyaham. I will again come back and come back whenever there is dharma in trouble, good people in trouble, cows in trouble, as Tulsidas also says. So he has come in the 9 avatars already, time and time again. So that is a big work or big job Lord Vishnu has. So Vishnu means who pervades everywhere, who is maintainer of the universe, or us, or nourisher. Word Sahasra. Sahasra means in number 1000. The way we have counting in Hindi, which when we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 50, 1000, in English 1, 2, 3. So in Sanskrit counting, word Sahasra means in number 1000. But it also widely used to when we have to say something which cannot be count in Sanskrit. That is when also we say that thousands or Sahasra. So here, the example is here as from Yajurved, the very first mantra of Purushukta says, Sahasra Shirkha Purukhaha Sahasrakshaha Sahasrapata Sabhomim Vishvato Ratva Tyatishta dashangulam. So this, if we closely look at this mantra, it says Sahasra Shirkha, who has 1,000 heads. And then again it says Sahasra Aksha, a word Aksha meaning eyes, who has 1,000 eyes, and Sahasrapath, who has 1,000 legs. So it wouldn't make sense a person having 1,000 head not having two Sahasra eyes and two Sahasra feet. Meaning this word Sahasra meaning who has countless head, countless eyes, countless feet, meaning who is everywhere. So that word Shahasra is meaning 1,000 in number, and also it means that something which cannot be counted. Word nam meaning as a given name or a sangya as a noun. So, and these name in this Vishnu Sahasranam will be categorized. We will see three types of the naam. भगवान के जो नाम है वो तीन तरीके से हम लोग देखेंगे. The sum of the naam will explain Lord Vishnu as Avatar Mahavishnu, who is coming again and again, who is saving devotees. Not only those 10 avatars, we have 24 other avatars. So those 24 avatar, 10 avatar, on all that. The second aspect of the name is as the Devata. We have Vishnu ji as the Lord Vishnu. What kind of Devata is, what kind of quality he has, what kind of responsibility he has being a Devata Vishnu. The third categories of Nam will explain Mahavishnu as a Brahman, as that ultimate truth. As the way we say Purukha or that Purusha, what does that mean? So that Purukha brings the entire Sankhya philosophy in the Vishnu Sahasranam. Then somewhere it will bring the Vedanta philosophy or the Nyaya or the Vaisheshik or the Mimamsa. So this these are the three categories of the names. Within those 1,000 names we will find Stotra, Vishnu Sahasra Nam Stotra. Word Stotra, in most of the chanting we see Lalita Sahasranam Stotra, Vishnu Sahasranam Stotra, Ganesha Shatanam Stotra. Word Stotra in Sanskrit means a source. So this book or this composition, these shlok are the source of 1,000 different name of Lord Mahavishnu. What is the background? Let's see a little bit of the background where it comes from. So this Vishnu Sahasranam is the 1,000 different name of Lord Vishnu. They are embedded in mainly in 108 slokas, and this was strung together by Sri Ved Vyasa. Who is Ved Vyas? The Ved Vyas is the author of Puranas. As we have 18 different Puranas, he is the one who wrote them. Then where does this story begins? This we find this Vishnu Sahasranam comes from Mahabharata and 135th chapter of Anushashan Parva. We have 18 Parva, 18 different big chapter or big event in Mahabharata book. From there it comes in Anushashan Parva. What is the meter? Because in Sanskrit we have chandas, we have different kind of chandas that the slok and the matra and the beats are organized such way that they will sound differently. So the chandas or rhythmic meter of these entire Vishnu Sahasranam is Anushtup Chanda, which is very easy, and most of the Puranas has this chandas. This Vishnu Sahasranam is a conversation between Yudhishthira and Bhishma Pitama. So Yudhishthira are the oldest of the Pandavas, and Bhishma Pitamaha is the great grandshire of Kuru dynasty. So what happens during end of the Mahabharata war, where Yudhishthira has become the emperor of the world, they have the victory, and yet he is not very satisfied. And Lord Krishna looks at him and he sees that I don't see you content. What is it? So Yudhishthira answers him that we have fought the war, we have won, we have all this samrajya now. So, but I don't know how to manage it. So he says, okay, there is one man still alive. I will take you to him. So Lord Krishna takes Prince Yudhishthir to Bhishma Pitamaha, who is now waiting for on his deathbed of arrow, or waiting for the sacred time to arrive, because he has a boon that whenever he wants, that is when he can leave his body. So Lord Krishna takes him, and Bhishma, being a very wise man and the man of his word, who has always spoke the truth, he teaches him the Raj Dharma. What are the Raj Dharma? Raj Dharmas are the, let's say, rules and regulation of a uh, country or of a dynasty, how to manage everything, how to treat your enemy, how to treat your people, how to encourage people, how to gain more wealth, and so on and so forth. So Bhishma, with his all wise advices, he tells to Yudhishthira. Yet Yudhishthira is not satisfied at the last. So then again he asks that what is it? So then Yudhishthira says that I understood all the Raj Dharma, but I still have one question left. That is when he says, okay, please tell me what is your question now. So I think Yudhishthira is just a representation of all of us in the Mahabharata. When we gain so many things in life, money, power, or situation or position, that is when we begin to think that what is it, the purpose, or who is the one. So that is when Yudhishthir asks, and it comes in Vishnu Sahasranam, Yudhishthir uvacha kimekam daivatam loke kim vapyekam parayanam stuvantah kam kamarchantah prapnayurmanavah shubham. He says, being a king now, whom I should pray to? These are the 6 questions he asks. फर्स्ट इज किमेकम दैवतम लोके, तो हु इज द ग्रेटेस्ट लॉर्ड? एक कोई ऐसा देवता बताइए जिसकी हम प्रार्थना करें, जिसकी हम पूजा करें. सो भीष्म इज आंसरिंग हिम, पवित्राणाम पवित्रम यो मंगलानाम च मंगलम दैवतम देवतानाम च भूतानाम यो अव्ययः पिता. Okay, you want to know one God whom you should pray to. So who is the purest of the all? Pavitranam, pavitra, जो पवित्रों में पवित्र है. Mangalanam च mangalam, who is the auspicious, the most auspicious. Daivatam, devatanam cha, even other devata praise to him. Even other devata, when they are in trouble, they travel to Vishnu lok, कि भाई चलिए विष्णु भगवान के पास चलें, उन्हीं वही बताएंगे आगे क्या करना है. Bhutanam, meaning in this earth, we are considered as bhut, meaning as who, the body which is made by Panch Bhutas. Avyayah Pita, who is that eternal God, that is Mahavishnu, that is the one God you should pray to. So he answers his first question. In the second, he says, Kim vapi ekam parayanam. पारायण किसका करें, किसकी रिफ्यूज में जाएं, किसकी शरणागति किसकी लें. किम एकम, टेल मी वन. सो ही इज अगेन, परमम यो महत तेजः, परमम यो महत तपः, परमम यो महत ब्रह्म, परमम यह परायणम. किसका परमम? दिस परमम यह परायणम. ही इज दैट हु इज महत तेजः, who is the light or who lights everything up. Paramam yo mahat tapa, who is like a greatest ascetic. Paramam yo mahat brahma, he is that Brahman, that ultimate truth. Paramam yaha parayanam, that is the great or the great refuge for you and everyone to go. And the third question he says, Stuvantah kam, किसकी स्तुति करें, किसका सहस्त्र नाम करें. बहुत सारे देवता हैं, there are many gods, many स्तुति, गणेश, शिवा. So tell me one. So he says, तुवंतः कम प्राप्नुयान मानवाः शुभम. Tell me one stuti, one stotra. As I get asked this question so many times that Acharya ji, tell me something one. There are confusing, there are too many things. So by glorifying whom can one devotee reach auspiciousness? Being a greatest devotee of Vishnu, again he answers, Jagat Prabhum, who is the Lord of this Jagat, universe. Jagat Prabhum Deva Devam Anantam Purushottamam, who is Deva Devam, who is Anantam, who doesn't have a beginning or an end. Purushottam, who is the greatest being. Stuman Nama Sahasrena. Again, here he addresses this Vishnu Sahasranam. Purushah Satatodhitaha. Stuman Nam. Stuman meaning, by this is Stuman in Sanskrit meaning the recitation which we do. जो recite करते हैं, जो अर्चन पूजन करते हैं, वो it's the next question. So Stuman Nama Sahasrana, by glorifying his name, Purusha, meaning one devotee, can Satato Utthitaha. Satato Utthita meaning he will slowly transcendent himself towards the liberation or towards understanding. Fourth, he is asked, Kamarchantaha. This comes the question where we, every day in our house, we have so many deities. We have Ganesh, Shiva, Durga, and all different, our kul devata. So archan kiska kare? Archan meaning puja path kiski kare? Nahlaye kisko? Whom, which god I should pray every day? Light a lamp to, offer the naivedya or the panchopachar, shodashopachar, shastopachar. By worshipping, worship kiski kare? Prapnyun manava shubham. So that one can gain auspiciousness or prosperity. He answers, Tameva. Tameva addresses Lord Vishnu because he's been talking about Vishnu before. So he says, Tam eva, that one, that which I'm explaining about before. Cha archayan nityam bhaktya. If you do the archan, if you pray, do the worship of him, but there is one T and C, that nityam, every day, and with bhaktya, every day with devotion. Purusham Avyayam, that Mahavishnu who is Avyaya, who is undecaying, Dhyayan, by meditating, by memorizing, Dhyayan Stuvan, by praying, by doing the Sahasranam or glorifying his name, Dhyayan Stuvan or Namamsyasya. Or if you are not able to do all the Archana, Dhyan or Stotra, just do the Namaskar with your Shraddha. Yajamanaha Tamevacha. The Yajman, the worshipper or the practitioner, gains all the auspiciousness and prosperity. The fifth question he asks, Ko dharmaha sarva dharmanam, being the avatar, being the incarnation of the dharma, yet Yudhishthira is asking, Ko dharmaha sarva dharmanam bhavatah parmomata. Please tell me, in your opinion, what is the greatest dharma? Because I am going to be a king. I have to follow a certain rules and regulation and a dharma. And he asks as sixth question. Fifth question is, what is the greatest dharma in your opinion? And then six, kin japan muchyate jantuhu janma sansar bandhanat. By doing the japa, the recitation in mind, parapashanti madhyama vaikhari, kim japan muchyate jantuhu janma sansar bandhanat. By recitation of the whose name or doing the japa of which Bhagwan's name, one can go beyond the sorrow or the bondage of the sansar. So answering his fifth and sixth question together, he says, Anadinidhanam Vishnum Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Lokadhyaksham Stuvan Nityam Sarvadukh Atiko Bhaved or Sarvadukh Atiko Bhaved. He is that Anadinidhanam who never ends. Vishnum, who is Sarvalok. Sarvalok, why he's adding word Sarva? Because there is 14 lokas, from Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Maha, Jana, Tapa, and Satyam. For Bhu, Atal, Vital, Sutal, Taratal, Rasatal, Mahatal, and Patal. To this 14 words, who is the Paramomata, who is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, he is that Mahavishnu. Follow him as your greatest dharma. His bhakti is your greatest dharma. His recitation, his worship is your greatest dharma. Kin japan, sixth question, kin japan muchyate jantuhu, kiska jap kare, kiske naam ko bar bar le. So he says, Lokadhyaksham, being the protector of all lokas, Stuvan Nityam, unke naam ka, doing japa of his name, Namo Narayana, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Vishnave Namaha, any simple name, Sarva Dukh, if we have any sorrow, Atiko Bhaved, they just go beyond the sorrow of this sansar. So this is how Lord Bhishma has answered his sixth question. And from here, he gives him that 1000 name of Mahavishnu as it comes in our Vishnu Sahasranam, Bhishma Uvacha. After this, Vishwasmai Namaha, Vishwam Vishnurvashatkaro, Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu, Bhuta Krit Bhuta Bhavo, Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. So this is how Bhishma answers his question first and gives him the other 1000 names. How this Vishnu Sahasranam is structured, even in the book or in the class. So it has Purvabhaga, it has core Sahasranam part, and it has Uttarabhaga or the last part. So what is the Purva? Purva in Sanskrit meaning first or the beginning. In the Purva, we will have set of Dhyan Shlok. I believe there are 4 or 5 Dhyan Shloks of Lord Mahavishnu. Why do we do Dhyan? Which god we are going to do the practice on or worship और पूजा, उनका पहले हमें ध्यान करना है. First we understand his form, how he is looking, what is his carrying, what is his nature, what he does. So those category of the Bhagwan or small nature of Bhagwan comes in Dhyan Shlok. So we memorize him first, we remember him first in our mind. Then there comes the Nyas. Nyas is where we touch a different part of our body before performing a ritual, and we invoke the different shaktis or different name of Lord, that okay, I have calmed down myself, sat on the asana, and I visualize Lord in my mind, and please come in my different part of body. That way I'm calmed down while I'm doing, I'm concentrated in your chanting. That is what the nyasa means. Then there comes this core Sahasranam part, where it starts from Vishnu and then the Yagya and last sloka. So that is where we have the 108 core shlokas, that is where the main Vishnu Sahasranam. Then there comes the last part of it, or the very important part of it. Without knowing the benefit, in Sanskrit says mandopina pravartate. If someone is mand, it doesn't know so much, even they don't know that what is the benefit, they don't do anything. They just sit. So Uttarabhaga talks about फल क्या है, इसका महात्म्य क्या है, इसके करने से हमें क्या फल की प्राप्ति होगी, what kind of benefits and how to do it. That is when it says रोगार्थो मुच्यते रोगात् बद्धो मुच्येत बंधनात् भयान मुच्येत भीतस्तु मुच्येता अपन्न आपदः. That it removes the sorrow, it gives you the peace, it gives you more realization towards Bhagwan. So these are the three different part of the Sahasranam. I have last slide wants to, it is a way of saying that how our class will be, how they will recite. If someone would like to volunteer to repeat after me this chant, and then we will welcome the questions.
Anyone in the audience would like to volunteer? I see two people have raised their hands. Let me. Radha ji, would you like to volunteer and yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can unmute yourself. So Acharya ji, you have at least for one shlok. I think there are others also who would want to do it, so we can invite them later.
Yeah, we have one shlok only here, and then let's
Yeah.
say we have two Soumya ji and Radha ji. So let's do
Yeah.
one verses. So
Sure.
Radha ji after me. शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं
शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
शुक्
शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं.
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजम्.
Perfect, very nice. I would like to Soumya ji to repeat the second verse. प्रसन्न डबल ना, प्रसन्न वदनं ध्यायेत्
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये.
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तयेत्
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये.
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तयेत्.
Thank you so much, Soumya ji. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighno Pashantaye. Says who Shukla Ambar, word Ambar meaning the clothing or the vastra or kapda, जो शुक्ल meaning white, जिन्होंने सफेद कपड़े पहने हुए हैं, who is wearing the white clothing, Vishnum, who pervades everywhere, whose face like Shashi Varna, word Shashi meaning moon, Varna meaning के जैसा, who has a face, a bright, a beautiful, attractive attractive like a full moon, who has four hands, who is prasanna vadanam, who is always happy. Dhyayet, I meditate, I memorize, I invite for what? Sarva Vighna, Upashantayet. If there is any obstacles, please remove that. So this is where I finish my small presentation, Pragyaji. If anyone has any questions, they can ask. Or before that, let me see, tell a little bit about our class, how it is going to be. I think then it will be easier to take
Yes.
the question.
Let us, if you could just talk a little bit about the class, and I can just there are some common questions towards registering, then I can ask those.
Okay. So the class is 1.5 hour class. Every day we will, the first two class I mainly focused on getting everyone in the same page, because someone will be doing it for a long time, who has practice, who knows a little bit, someone little bit way behind, someone will be following the English wording and all that. So I try to bring them in a one page. Bringing everyone in one page, meaning I will make sure that they have a correct wording, even in Sanskrit, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, English, Sanskrit, Malayalam, or all different languages. You are allowed to have the version of Vishnu Sahasranama in your own language, because that makes it easier. I encourage you to do it in Sanskrit if it is easy, but if not, then in your regional language or English wording. So every day in the class, we'll have in the first two class, a little bit of the grammar. That way everyone knows the pronunciation of the few words which we usually make the mistakes, like anuswar, halantya, swa ucharan, and some ucharan. So these the first two classes, the ucharan or little bit of the vyakaran or the grammar. And from the second class, we will grab the 10, at least 10 to 12 shloks every day, where the different participants, students will recite after me. Everyone will be given the chance. So usually 2 slok each or 3 slok each person does it. And then after that, we will go every time when we do the 2 sloks, we will go over the meanings. Then we'll go over the question of those sloks. And then at the end of when we finish our 12 slok, then we discuss if you have any question regarding Vishnu Sahasranam, particular pronunciation. If you are having a trouble with some specific pronunciation, if not, after the class, we will discuss the class, what we learned, and if you have any other questions. So this is how our 1.5 hour class is going to be. There are altogether 10 sessions. So in the 10 sessions, we will complete the Vishnu Sahasranam with Purvabhaga, Sahasranam, and Uttarabhaga. So if you have any questions about the webinar, Vishnuji, or you feel free to ask anything.
Yeah, and since we are not too many people, if anyone wants to ask a question directly, you can raise your hands. I can allow you to unmute yourself and ask the question. And we have one question, Acharyaji. It is, Namaste, I have learned the pranavam and the initial few lines, which are traditionally not recited by women. However, women are permitted to recite the Namavali. Could you please verify? Thank you.
No, definitely they can recite the Namavali. You just have to say Om only at once when you start. You don't have to say necessarily all each time. So you can just, let's say, Vishwasmai Namaha, then from there, Vishatkaraya Namaha. You can do it. The Namavali or the Sahasranam is for everyone.
Okay, and okay, here is a question in the chat. Which part of the Sahasranam helps in wealth building?
Entire. The whole thing. We cannot leave any name of Bhagwan behind. So it's when you learn it, it will become just the 15 minute of practice. It doesn't take that long after you learn. So the whole Sahasranam, the whole tablet.
Another question that I usually come across when, there are people who are interested in registering, what is the right age, or what is the age at which you will allow students, since mostly our student group is adult group, say if a teenager, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, who know a bit of Sanskrit, some are fluent in Sanskrit even at that age, So are you open to allowing them?
I think we can. It's a great opportunity for them because when in life here in America, if they grow up, they will definitely get busy with different courses and them. So I should allow them to join. It's not about the age. Yeah, I mean, 12-year age is good enough. It's about like how much the sanskar they have. If they can read it even in English, then I can make them learn.
They can. Okay.
They can. If they know Sanskrit, very nice. If they do not and they are courage and they want to, they can learn. There was
Oh,
a student in our Vishnu Sahasranam class and throughout Lalita Sahasranam class. I'm forgetting his name. He did very well. He picked up entire Vishnu Sahasranam and he did pick up Lalita Sahasranam as well.
great. So, Radhaji, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Namaste, Panditji. So I have this question. So as we know, like as we learn this Vishnu Sahasranam, we do know all that we can like write down all the 1,000 names of Vishnu along with the meanings, right?
Yes.
Tamam. And
So, yeah,
please go on.
so the name meaning, there will be, let's say, more than one meaning for each name, because one name has so many other meanings from the Puranas, from the Upanishad, from the Vedic. So you can write along the meaning. Taking the notes is very helpful.
Thank you. And how long typically, like if I would like to memorize, like, I mean, I know it varies from one person to the other, but once you start learning, is it like really reasonable to expect to learn this, like, and be able to chant fluently, like, in a month or two, and some what kind of a timeline am I looking at?
So if you are really decided, okay, now I have to learn Vishnu Sahasranam, you will learn in these 10 sessions.
Oh,
Okay. Then the matter of memorizing it depends of the person to person, as you say. But as I say, Nityam Bhakti Samanvita, with every day with devotion, if you do it, you will memorize it. At least you start doing it. Then slowly what will happen, slowly you will get the names. And then I also focus that it should not just become a recitation the way it has become now. While you are doing it, you should get the Bhagwan's visual in your mind. When we say Vishwam, the Vishwa form of Bhagwan should appear in your mind. When we say Vashatkar, that you understand what is the Vashatkar means, then if you are doing it, but you can definitely memorize it. If you do it every day, I think in 1 or 2 months, you will get it.
Thank you so much, Panditji.
Thank you, Radhaji. Shashankji, please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to check one
Yes,
thing.
Asha.
Like there are many books out there. Like so, one is like from Gorakhpur Gita Press, and then next is like by Swami Chinmayanand. So I have two of them, but I have seen one thing that in the starting the shloks actually differ. So is there anything specific that we can follow, or how shall we proceed with this thing?
Yeah, so it has a slightly different version of it in South and North, or maybe books or the publications. So that's why I pick up the wide one, which is the biggest one. So it will cover, even someone has the Gita Press Gorakhpur. It doesn't have so many Dhyana Shlok. It start from the Shantakaram and it jumps into the
That is
Yeah.
Dhyan Shlok, I think.
Right, and that is the core part of it. But we have some additions where it has like few different dhyana shlok. Meghashyamam Pitakauseyavasam Bhupado Yasanabhir Au Shashank Chakram Sakrit Kundalam and Meghashyamam Pitakauseyavasam. So we have like 6-7 dhyana shlok. Then we have Nyas. Then we come into the Sahasranam. So in our class, I picked up the wider one. So which brings everyone in the all the different edition will be covered. And I will also tell you, like, if you have less time, what is the core where we can just do one श्लोक of ध्यान, कहाँ से शुरू करें, कहाँ पे पूरा करें, वो क्लास में हम लोग we will discuss in the class.
So that the everything will be in the learning management system.
Yes, LMS, you will find all different Vishnu Sahasranam or you can have your own, but we will tally everyone in 1 or 2 class. We will make sure that everyone is matching. Sometime we will
Okay.
have like order different. The पहला ध्यान दूसरे ध्यान के नंबर पे होगा, चौथा वाला पहले होगा, ऐसे. But we will make sure that everyone has it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shashankji. So, we have another question here. Is it necessary to hear it from Brahmins?
No, it is necessary. Definitely, it is necessary to hear someone who does the pronunciation right. That's it. अच्छे से सुनिए, शुद्धता से हो गया.
Okay, another question, Acharya ji, we have is kindly educate the variation between Bhagwan Vishnu and Bhagwan Krishna. Also in the Mahabharata, Bhishma is advising Yudhishthira about Vishnu in the presence of Krishna.
Yes. So Vishnu, he is as a god. He has to be there all the time. As I was saying earlier, he has made this promise to restore the dharma, to restore the righteousness again. So he is there, but he cannot expose himself entirely in any avatar. And he says that I am the Vishnu. But he did in the Krishna avatar. He did. He showed him Arjuna the Vishwarupa avatar. He gave him the Gita Upadesh. It is different. Is avatar is something. It's not the full kala, the full part or fraction of Bhagwan. But it is little different with the Krishna avatar. The Krishna avatar was the incarnation when Mahavishnu took as a Krishna. It has the more fraction of God than any other avatar. So we call it Kala. So let's say there are 64 Kalas. In the Krishna avatar, the Lord has taken almost all the Kala and then he was incarnated. In Ram avatar, you don't see him doing any extraordinary thing. He will only do the way a human can be. In other avatar, you will see some kala. In the Vaman avatar, you don't see him taking any weapon or anything, but he used the Anima Siddhi. He became the big and bigger. So this is what the slightly different is being a Vishnu and Krishna, that Krishna is the part of Vishnu, being Vishnu. And Bhishma actually knows that the Krishna is Vishnu. That is why, and he is a great observer and worshipper of Krishna, Vishnu. That is why he is giving the advice based upon Vishnu and what he has observed in whole life, the name of Krishna or name of Vishnu. That is why he has given that as a solution to Bhishma.
We have a question, when will this course be offered again? So, you will be probably offering Lalita Sahasranam after this Vishnu Sahasranam, right?
We are planning another course, not very 100% sure. I think I am
Yes.
behind the time. If that happens, then next course, I think it's going to be Sundarkand.
Yes.
If not, then the Lalita Sahasranam, which is the in 2 parts. So then you will have to wait for this semester.
Good 4 to 5 quarters.
Yeah, 2 to 5. Today is the time.
Yes, I think, all of you who are interested, at least register. I'm sure, whoever is already a student at HUA knows, and people who are new here, all class recordings are available. Even if you miss a class or two, you'll be able to catch up. And in case, it doesn't work for you, you can always kind of move your registration to the next. In case, there's a time clash or something like that, you get busy, you can always move the registration to the next time the course is being offered. The course details will be sent to you along with the webinar recording, all of you who have registered for the webinar. The course is a 1 quarter credit hour course. The course fee would be $200, and it will be offered every Sunday from July 13th, that is tomorrow, until September 28th, 4 p.m. Eastern to 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And another clarity for our audience, Acharya ji, do you require an advanced level of Sanskrit knowledge, or a beginner, just someone who is able to probably read and speak a little or pronounce it? That would be enough.
Yes, so if you know the wording, you can recognize the words in Sanskrit is best or better. If not, that is when you can follow in your regional language, the language which you speak. Because if I am going to teach you the Sanskrit from the beginning, then this class becomes like a Sanskrit teaching class. So if you can read Sanskrit little bit here and there, you can just understand what is written, then you will be able to make it. If not, then I recommend you to follow into your regional language which you speak. If not, then English is also good. English wording which we have in LMS, it has the sign where you will slowly learn in one
Like,
or two class
yes.
that when the sha is sha, not sha, or different sign where this dirgha matra or less stressed vowel or all that you will learn. So if you know little bit Sanskrit, it will help. I would encourage you to, if you know a little bit Hindi also, it will help. If you can know the wording, knowing Sanskrit opens a whole bigger world for you, because most of our text in Sanskrit. Nowadays, everything is wording you can find in English, but if you know Sanskrit or Devanagari, it helps. And you will require in the class, I forgot to mention earlier, every second week you will require to give me post in LMS like 5 to 10 shlokas of chanting. So it's not just the class. I will also see how you are doing in your own pace. So you will record the 5 to 10 sloks and send me in the LMS. I will go and listen to them and see how you are doing, what is your constant mistake, and then I will come back and address that into the class. There will be two quizzes. One is practice quiz, and the meaning you will be graded on that, and then one will be the final quiz, a 10 set of number questions where you just tick them right and wrong, and that is how you will be graded on one assignment of your recording, because it is pronunciation and meaning class, and for meaning part of it we will have a 10 question quiz, so you answer that.
Indrani ji is asking, Guruji, I want to learn and explore and gain in-depth knowledge on Vishnu Sahasranam. How can I contact you in this regard?
This is where I am. I am in the University of America. Please get in touch. See if you know already so much, would be little less for you, because I have to see everyone in the class. If you don't know the meaning properly, let's start with the class. And I do try to go into depth in the class, bring the meaning from the Puran, Upanishad, and I bring the different philosophy. I try to with the time manner. So I think it's a good class for you if you have enough time. So please join. We do go in depth. That is why usually my class 1.5 hour becomes 140, 145.
And the quizzes will be written quizzes only. I mean, the students will be required to answer questions by like kind of not only reciting, but also what they have learned in theory, right?
Yes. So in the quiz, there's just like multiple choices. Click and then get the answers.
Indrani ji, you are in India right now. Right now, as in, do you live in India or you're visiting India? So if you can raise your hands, probably we'll be able to answer your questions. If you want to unmute yourself. Because we do have, I mean, the classes will be held on Zoom sessions. They
Yes.
will be live sessions. They are not recorded. The recording is available for students for reference and in case they miss a class or two. So you get the maximum benefit. It's the optimal benefit of the class when you attend the classes live. And attendance is an so if you're traveling, then I think it should be good. You can register. But if you live in India, then it's 4 p.m. Eastern. So for India, it would be about 1:30 at night.
Yes. If you're free at night, not doing anything, and a quiet time in the night, I was in India when I had to teach few sessions, so I would wake up and do the class. It's timing. If it can match with you, please join. If not, then this class again it will be offered. You may have to just wait. I think this
Yeah.
year next. Yeah.
I don't think there are any other questions from more people, so we can close. So all of you in the audience, this is a wonderful opportunity, especially for all of you in the US and for whom the time works. It is a Sunday, 4 p.m. So please join the course if you all are interested. And the summer quarter has begun today. So if this course or any other course you all are interested, please go ahead and register. We will be sharing our recording with you all with all the details. And if you want, you can get in touch with any of the admissions team. Hard copy, what hard copy would you want, Kanchana ji?
I think she meant Vishnu Sahasranam. You can print it. It's available.
Print it out.
PDF is available. You can print it at your home, or maybe then the Amazon or anything.
All the material, if students there's some people who like to, they are not very comfortable reading it on the computer screen. So yes, you can print it out, and if you want to hold a paper in your hand or a book in your hand and then read it.
Yes.
So yes, they can do it for sure. All material, everything will be in the LMS.
Yes.
So any closing remarks, Acharya ji? Oh,
Yes.
we have 2 more questions.
Yes, let's take the question.
Is it a 10-week course? Yes.
Yes, yeah. It's
I
all
did share the course link. I will share it once again. I'm sharing the course link in the chat, and we'll also share it in the email.
okay. So I would say again, thank you, everyone, patiently being with us. A very small prayer for everyone. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyid dukha bhag bhavet. This shlok says, sarve meaning may all be sukhinah, happy. Sarve santu niramayah. Word maya meaning disease or illness. May all be disease or illness free. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. That is the very hard, very heavy word. To see the goodness in everything. So, oh God, please bless me and my vision, because everything is in mixture. So I always find a good thing in everyone. So sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma meaning no, kashid meaning even a little, dukh bhag bhave. May no one get in trouble. All always be happy and prosperous. Thank you.
Thank you, Acharya ji. And before I close, there's a small poll for all of you. Please answer the questions. It will help us a great deal. And then we can close. All of us at HUA, Acharya ji, all of us will look forward to you joining the class. Thank you, Acharya ji. It was a pleasure hosting you. And it definitely, you made this whole topic extremely approachable. There are people, who are who want to get initiated into these things, the rituals part of Hinduism, but are scared because they feel that, oh no, Zada Sanskrit nahi aati, I'm not able to pronounce. So these are, little roadblocks that I would say, yes, that prevents them from taking that leap. So thank you so much. Your presentation actually made it very easy for people to comprehend all of this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for taking out time, joining us. It was an honor to have all of you. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste, everyone.